Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new LEGO Harry Potter set that of course is going to be set number 76406, the Hungarian Horntail Dragon. This set has 671 pieces and retails for $49.99 USD or $50, which is a very good price for how many pieces it has, especially when you take into account there's another set in this exact same wave that only has like 300 and change pieces, that being the Buckbeak Escape. And that also retails for $50, so this is a really good value. Of course, you do only get one minifigure, however that Harry Potter is exclusive. This Hungarian Horntail build is the third in the same kind of line of creatures LEGO has been building. The large-scale models that actually have a flappable wing play feature. That's what that looks like, and I'll show you, of course, more on that in a little bit. It still has the same flaws as those sets, that being these falling off really easily, but more on that later. For now, let's take a look at the exclusive Harry Potter minifigure before moving on to the phenomenal build of that Hungarian Horntail. I am confused. I am confuddled. This is not my mistake. My set came with this one for Harry, which is not the color that he's had for the last, like, 3-4, since 2018. They've been giving him the dark reddish brown, the same color of the broom bottom there, for his wand. But in this set, he's a light brown. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if LEGO messed up or if they're just trying to retcon his color wand, but that's a really weird choice. His other accessory is going to be a brand new design for the broom. I kind of hate it. I understand what they're doing with this design piece here, because the new Firebolt had like the stirrups, and they did a really great design, I thought, the last time they did the Firebolt, adding that Technic piece that had the pull attachments to it. I think the handcuffs are too big, and the gray piece really breaks up the broom and just looks kind of atrocious. I think there was definitely a better way to go about doing this. But for those of you who don't know, this is the brand new broom design that Harry Potter sets are going to be using in the future now. Not with the handcuffs, but just this in general. And that looks great. I do like how the broom piece has a different color texturing than the rest of the handle, and that's pretty good. But I definitely think they should have found a better way to attach the handcuffs, or maybe even use a different piece altogether, because that doesn't really work in my opinion. The actual minifigure himself is incredible and a huge step up from the last time we got this figure. I mean, look at the difference in the caliber of figures there. Really love the new torso print. There is no leg printing, which is a bit unfortunate. I think that either one of these two pieces from the other Harry Potter sets would have looked really, really good, specifically probably this one, to give Harry some more texturing for his legs. Those pieces are still in production, and I think that would have been a huge step up for this figure, but it's okay that we don't have it. He does have dual molded arms, which is a pretty rare thing for the Harry Potter line, with really nice star and line printing on them, which looks phenomenal. I love the design of the cords. You got the Hogwarts symbol on him as well. Exact same hair and face piece. On the back, it says Potter with a star. He's got a little line design as well on the top of his hood printing. It's a really incredibly well-detailed figure. On the back, he's got a slightly more angry, upset expression, and then a happy one on this side. A really good-looking figure. Fantastic torso. Just a little disappointed by the lack of detail on the legs. The Harry Potter minifigure attaches on the front here really easily, and you can kind of move him up and down on that hinge. There's a very nice translucent piece to allow him to float. We're going to pull that off, however, for the rest of the review to give a better look at the actual dragon. There are only 3 stickers used in this set, one of which is the Hungarian Horntail plaque right there. I really wish that was printed. It was printed in the previous sets, so it is kind of unfortunate to see it here. The other sticker pieces are going to be the eye pieces on either side of the dragon's head, which were a bit of a pain to put on, but honestly not too bad, all things considered. There is a golden egg sitting at the base of the dragon. That's a relatively exclusive piece. I think it's appeared in like 3 or 4 other sets, so it's nice to see it here. And of course, it really sells the scene. The Rocky design for this base is really great, and this is the biggest of the 3 models so far, so it does have some extra stabilizing feet on all 4 sides, because this model is very back heavy, so it's got to have a lot more stability, and that works really, really well. The wing flapping feature is great. The only problem is these tend to slip off really easily. For some reason, this piece does not have any grip strength whatsoever. That, of course, has been the exact same problem with the 2 previous sets, so I'm kind of sad that LEGO hasn't figured out how to fix it yet, but when it does work, the play feature works incredibly well, and the wing flapping feature here looks really, really great, and I just love this. It's a very smooth and fluid design, and LEGO's really perfected this. The difference about this set compared to the other previous ones is that the wing designs are actually made with a fabric piece as opposed to a brick-built design. And that, I mean, works considering like it's a dragon. LEGO typically uses fabric pieces for dragons, especially since there's no feathers or anything for this character. Mine do bunch a bit weird here. Like it feels like there's too much fabric here and it's a little loose, which is kind of unfortunate. But then again, when you hang it down like that, it still works really well. And that looks really great. Speaking of looking great, this model is very posable and really, really attractive looking. I love all of the different spike designs. It really sells like the aggressive, spiky, terrifying design of the Hungarian Horntail. There is also a remarkable amount of posability here. You can move the head up and down a decent amount. You cannot move it from side to side. It's attached with 2 ball joints, not 1. The jaw can open and close, but it does look very, very weird. You kind of just want to keep it in that position. The fire piece is a very nice translucent purple into orange color, and that's super neat. You can, of course, remove that if you wish pretty easily to close the mouth completely, but it's not really. It looks way better with the fire in place. You have a little bit of posability with some of the spikes in the back of the head here. You can position those however you want, although it doesn't really do terribly much. There's no posability in the wings aside from the play feature, but on the back here with the feet, you can actually completely lay them down, so the dragon can be walking if you want. All the toes kind of move up and down. You can adjust the angle of the foot and the leg, so you can kind of put those however you want. You want the dragon to be like standing. It's honestly pretty doable. The tail is also very posable. You can twist the back joint here incredibly far. However, you can't put it down any further than this thanks to the stopping piece underneath, unless you wanted to remove that. And then there's a hinge joint here, so that's a stiff lock. And the rest of these are on ball joints, so you can position this basically however you want. You can get some really cool like swiping tail action there, which is really, really cool. There's a lot of posability, so that looks really great. The dragon can technically be removed from the base if you really want. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It's really hard to do, and you have to like take off a couple of the side pieces, but it is doable, and you can have like a giant version of this dragon to attach to your Hogwarts Castle display. And if you guys want to see me try to mock something up for that and like repair the damage, that would, because in order to take it off, you have to remove like this side piece, then put it back. So if you guys want to see that, let me know and I can do a separate video. But for now, I'm just going to leave it on. That being said, there's not terribly too much else for the design of the dragon. It's a very simplistic build. I say that despite it being, filled with Technic, which is very, very complex. You can, of course, lock the wings in an upright position if you want. You just need to add an extra Technic pin right there, and then that would, of course, lock it. And so if you want the wings upwards, you can lock it. I don't think that works quite as well for this build as it did for the previous ones. I really like the idea of Hedwig and Fox with the upright wings, but for this dragon, I kind of like them hanging down. It looks very menacing. I do really wish there was some side head posability here. Like, I really wish I could tilt the head, but I mean, it's not the end of the world, and it still looks really, well, I just broke it. It still looks really great, especially considering Harry Potter is flying out in front of it. The dragon's kind of chasing him. This is an excellent display model for a desk, and I'm definitely looking forward to bringing this to my dorm and putting it on display in the window. I really love the posability. I think it's really great, and it's kind of crazy that this is the most accurate design build we've ever gotten for the Horntail, and technically, it's not like out of scale with Harry Potter. Like, if you think about it, this is the appropriate size for the Hungarian Horntail dragon, so this is the most accurate and size accurate version we've ever gotten for this set. The box for this set is exactly what you'd expect from Harry Potter. We have the blue spell design going around the border, coming from Harry's wand. The background is very, very plain. It's just a bunch of rocks. The pit, I guess, that Harry was fighting the dragon in, although there's no sign of the stands in the background. It's very, very plain, not the best, but it is what it is. We have Harry advertised down there with his egg, not his broom. On the top of the box, just shows off Harry again, as well as an actual size for his character designs. And of course, on the backs, you're going to have more pictures of the set, showing off the play features, the scale, the designs, and then how the head can move up and down. Very interesting they chose that one and not have the feet position of the tail or anything. But overall, very simple box, nothing too special, but it's a lot better than the manual. For those of you who did not catch my most recent Minecraft reviews, this is the new style for the Harry Potter and just in general manuals. It's all going to be exactly like this, just a plain white design. You get the logo up here, and then just a really, really crappy, blurry, not like rendered image of the set. It looks so bad. Like, this doesn't look like Lego. There's no texturing on the pieces. There's no coloring of the studs. There's no shadows. It's just awful. I don't like this. And in the back, we have the new design for the Windman. And then on the interior, you're still going to have the progress bar going across with Harry because it's a 2022 set. And you still got the stars of explosions when you finish a character or model or anything. In the back, we have a parts list. And then this is really cool. We have an advertisement for the new combinations for all the Hogwarts Castle pieces. It's very interesting. They still have not added in any of the was it the Quidditch set or the promo or anything else. It only tells you the mainline consumer sets. I really would have loved to see how they would want to integrate the other set. As soon as I get the two newest castle sets, I will be doing a video where I combine all of them and try to make a giant castle like this, and then give you my own thoughts on how to add the other ones in. Stay tuned for that. Aside from that, there is no advertisement for any other sets of the line, which is pretty interesting. Would have loved to see some pictures of the other ones. Overall, I think this set absolutely deserves a solid 9 out of 10 rating. It's a very good set for $50. I think you get a remarkable amount of pieces. Looking at that piece count, the exclusive Harry Potter character is awesome, and this definitely is the best of the 3 different models LEGO's done in this style. I'm not planning on doing a comparison because I think this one definitely beats out the previous 2 bird characters, but if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comment section down below. Well, I would have preferred maybe if they did something other than fabric for the wings. It is growing on me, and I don't really mind the use of fabric pieces. I love the posability, I love the accuracy, and I just love how good this dragon looks. Super menacing, so much better than the one from 2019. Make sure to leave your thoughts about this set in the comment section down below. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Stay tuned for a bunch more Harry Potter reviews coming out soon. I can't buy all the sets yet because I'm waiting for that new promo that's going to be coming out in a couple months. If you guys don't know about that, I should have a video coming on that very, very soon as it's officially revealed. But for now, that's all I got for you. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic and safe rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the very next video.